You need to get into doing this right now. Hello, my name is Midway. Today we're going to be checking out a new event that just came out in Raid Shadow Legends about the new free legendary champion, which is already live in the game. Not yet quite. It's a free login kind of reward champion, and there is currently an event going on which is going to be rewarding you with a very easy to get high soul level, right? So we're going to be checking out what you get out of this event, as well as how you can participate into it and get enough of a soul level to really get this free legendary champion up and running, right? So if you've been playing the game for a little while this last couple weeks, we have now a daily login reward which is going to be allowing you to get this free legendary, and that is not the one. It is this one. The reward calendar has now shifted to being Iudex, right? So he is totally for free. You just need to log in for a couple days, and eventually, after we got all the shards, he's going to be able to be fused up, right? So he's going to be quite an interesting champion. Let's go ahead into the fusion section so we can just go ahead and check him out. You can find him out in the fragment summon, and he's straight up going to be free, as we already mentioned. Freeze! Click the link in the description right now and get a free legendary Karato, as well as 2 free epics as you level up. So here's what you need to do. First of all, log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Then click the link in the description of this video and register a brand new email. Launch raid and complete the tutorial, and then go to your inbox and claim your first champ. You'll find Karato here, as well as Tagoar and Uugo as you progress through the game. This is an amazing account starting raid, so click the link right now and follow the steps. And if you are a Legend of Mushroom player, I also got a special link down there in the description. Don't miss out on this offer, go ahead and check it out now. All you need to do is log in a couple times during this whole month, ideally every single day, although I do believe the shards are guaranteed rewards, even though you might log in a little bit later. But he is going to be quite a strong support with an interesting kit that's going to be allowing him to not really need that much of an investment into its souls. We'll check that out in a moment, right? So what's he gonna be doing? He's gonna be allowing yourself to get quite some heals from his A1. Then he's also gonna be applying quite some buffs. You got an increased attack buff over here, a strengthen buff over there, turn meter fill over here. On additionally short cooldown is gonna be 3 turn cooldown, so he's actually pretty powerful altogether. Another increased attack over here, also a revive with a lot of HP and turn meter. He's got quite some stuff to it, right? So the good thing about all this stuff is that he does not really need accuracy, right? He's not going to be applying any debuffs, meaning that, yeah, you don't really need to go all the way up to the 5 stars onto the soul level, right? Why is that? Well, if you just go ahead and check out a champion with a decent soul level, you'll see that those are the buffs that you get once you get to 4 and 5 in the soul level. Let me just navigate to it. There we go, right? So we got our buffs over here onto the blessing section. These are going to be always the same ones, right? So as you get to 4 stars onto the soul level, you get a little bit of crit damage, which for a support champion isn't really going to be that big of a deal. And then at 5, you are going to be getting, what is it, resistance and accuracy. Resistance will always be nice, but nothing too crazy, especially accuracy. You don't really need accuracy if you are not going to be applying any debuffs, right? So that's why you don't really need to go all the way out there and get him all the way up to 5 stars ascended, or rather soul level all the way up to 5 stars. However, it's something you can do out of this free event. Now let's just go ahead quickly and check out what the event has in store for us, right? So it's going to be running for 2 weeks, and there is going to be multiple avenues of earning what they call Titan points, right? So of course, with this sort of events and tournaments, you will have to fulfill some sort of milestones. In this case, we have a one for champion training, which can go all the way up to 8.5 thousand, right? So it's quite a long one, but along the way, you are going to be earning these Titan points, right, at certain milestones. So you need to kind of guarantee yourself to get as many of those Titan points to also be able to eventually reach the certain milestones within the community event, right? The Titan event. That is the one that we care about. Because once you reach 100, you're going to be getting your first soul level on Iudex Arthur, the free champion we're talking about. Once you get to 300, it's going to be soul level 2. And then once you get to 600, it's going to be soul level 3. Of course, along the way, you get a lot of other good stuff. So, of course, I have nothing right just yet. So, first milestone, nothing too crazy on the free rewards over here, or free rather. Second milestone, nothing too crazy, but you're starting to get some decent stuff, some chickens, of stuff, some currency, some energy. All of that stuff is always good, but we really just want to get to that soul level. And after that, it's going to be a little bit harder. You're going to really need to be finishing up these events, right? You're going to be trying to focus on every single one of them. We got some events and some tournaments we can participate in, right? So there's going to be multiple sources of these Titan points, right? You need to kind of fulfill them all if you really want to be getting all the way up to milestone level 5. But as you can see, from level 3, we only need 600. And as we talked about, based off of the way this champion is going to be working, 600 is already pretty damn good if you get him to soul level 3. Of course, you would always rather get him all the way up to soul level 6 if you can, but the stats he's going to be really requiring as a buff-focused champion. You don't really need so much accuracy all the way up to get into level 5, but again, it's always going to be nicer to do so, right? And along the way, if you get all the way there as well, you can get some other 5-star chickens and some mythical skills and stuff, some mythical tomes and all that good stuff. But yeah, again, milestone level 3 is going to be good enough. So what events you want to be looking for, they're all going to be tagged with earn Titan points, Titan event. As I mentioned, we got the champion training event running now for 3 days and a half, basically 4 days since this started today. We also got a dungeon divers event coming up soon, which will also be awarding some Titan points. Of course, just run some dungeons and you are going to be getting, what is it? I cannot check it out, but if it's anything to go through, or rather for or from, whatever, you're going to be able to earn at least 150 out of this event in particular, right? So there you go, 150. These would already get you a 4th all the way there to soul level 3. As we mentioned, you only need 600 to get that soul level 3. Everything else is always going to be nice, and we can assume that's going to be 150 from this one again, right? Since it's going to be running for 2 weeks, you can expect a lot more of these events to be coming around, so don't worry if you miss out a couple. You at least need to be getting, what is it, 600 as we talked about, so maybe just completing a couple of those events. There's also going to be tournaments, right? We checked out the events. There's also going to be tournaments tagged with the earn Titan points Titan event, right? So as we go in here, you'll see that you're going to be getting a few out of fulfilling at least these many required points, right? In this case, spider turn attack, clear the spider turn as few turns as possible to eat incredible rewards. So the more spider runs you do and the faster you're able to do them, you're able to finally go ahead and claim these 50, right? So right now, as we got the game live at the moment, there is 200 of those Titan points to be earned. That is already a third towards soul level 6, and if you're gonna go all the way to 1.5 thousand to get it to soul level 5, well, you're really gonna be needing to go ahead and play everything. We cannot check out if there's going to be any other events that are gonna be giving the Titan points just yet, as things are scheduled, but be guaranteed that those are going to be coming, right? So once again, if you are not logging in these days, or you really just were not looking too much forward to the champion, you should definitely be. He's going to be quite powerful as a support champion for your team. A little bit of healing, a little bit of buffing everywhere, and so far we are about halfway there. As you can see, we already got 50 of the shards, and I am assuming, yes, these were supposed to be I think guaranteed, right? So if you log in that day or you missed this day, as you can see, these are specifically available for April 23rd, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, right? It's not like day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to be logging in that day in particular. I believe that in this event, if you miss this event in particular, right, whatever this was, like April the 10th or something like that, or 9th, you can still actually, or rather, never mind, like April whatever, you can still actually redeem those, right? So we don't know when the other 25 are going to be happening. You just need to be logging in every day until May the 4th, right? That day we are also going to be getting the most voted artifact over here, the relic actually, in fact. So definitely a very worthwhile login kind of rewards for this event in particular, but things are getting a lot more spicy with the added bonus of that soul level being basically free, right? You don't really need to do much. I've been running some leveling up champions, right? Some campaign and stuff, and already just fusing up some champions, and there you go. I'm like halfway through this event. All I need to do is get to 3.7 and I am satisfied, right? So very important, and I really encourage you to get into doing this. You're going to be getting a very quick and easy champion to get that's going to be very powerful for any point in the game you are, especially if you're a new champion. This is the way of actually getting a second very important, very strong kind of champion for your whole team. We already got Alice if you just recently started playing. If you use your promo codes and stuff like the ones that I have, you can also straight up start with like 2-3 legendaries, and now we're going to be getting another one even to that roster, so you could get up to like 3 or 4 legendaries for free straight up. So really important, get onto doing this. Just start focusing on whatever is up for that week or a couple days, right? You don't really have that much time. Just get it done, and it's going to be a hell of a lot of rewards that you are going to be showered with. Especially important, just really focus on getting to milestone 3, 600 of those points. Otherwise, if you really are going to be going all in, better for you, but you don't really need to do too much of that. You Iudex is not going to be requiring that much accuracy. Resistance, again, it's going to be always nice, but accuracy, important, not really that important, and crit damage, not so much for a support champion, right? So that's all that I wanted to point out for this event, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Before you go ahead and check out Aptoide, right? Aptoide is going to be allowing you to earn massive bonuses when you're purchasing things in Raid Shadow Legends, but when you download the game through Aptoide, right? So picture this, you're going to be buying a pack like this one, right? If you are doing so through Aptoide, you're going to be earning a bonus that can go from extra 10% of your money that you're spending all the way up to extra 35%. So as you can see right here, I will be getting about 3 euros on this purchase right now with the bonus that I currently have available. If I didn't have enough of that bonus, which I do right now, I could go ahead and use it to buy the pack for me instead of actually using my real money, right? So as you can see, this has a lot of saving potential. If you go ahead and use my code, which is going to be in the screen as well as in the description right now, on the Aptoide wallet, you are going to be able to increase that bonus by a flat 5% from the get-go forever, right? So get it going. There's going to be a guide down there in the description about how to set the whole thing up on your Android devices as well as your emulator on your PC. If you got any questions, of course, you can always just drop them down below in the comment section. I'll gladly help you out. And all in all, that's all there is for me in this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Good luck getting Iudex, and yeah, see ya, bye-bye.